Welcome. My name's Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia, and it's just after 5 o'clock in the morning on a Monday for me, Sunday for Tom, and most other people probably in the world, except for New Zealand. They're a bit earlier. They're slightly later than me. Right. So let me just share this to start with. Welcome to this live Forex analysis session. Please note that any trades discussed in this group are to be classed purely as educational only. That's because we're a group of people helping each other and we're not financial advisors. So there is a full risk disclosure and a little bit about us as live session traders. And our focus is a relaxed method of trading where we're looking at higher time frames, like 4-hour daily type time frames. Okay. Let's just go across the charts. Go through some pairs and have a look and see where they're at. So, AUD CAD.
How are you?
Good, Tom. And what's happening?
Well, I've got guys working in the backyard. They're rebuilding a fence and cutting down trees and stuff. So I'm going to stay off the mic today. Just so you know.
Yeah, no,
because it's going to be loud.
Oh, if you want to come back in and at any time, anyway.
All right, just so you know.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you, Tom. Thanks for the heads up. And young Alistair. Where are you, Alistair?
It's so rude joining your meeting, sitting on an airport again.
So you're in an airport?
I'm in Edinburgh. I've been so away and busy with my mum, and I'm going back south tonight, and then I'm home for a week. We've got family with us, and then I'm flying back up. I've had one funeral, got another one. So it's all a bit up and down. How are you? How's everybody?
Good. Yeah. No problems at all. So is your mum okay?
She's good, yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm been catching recordings, and so all fine. We've just been a bit up and down, really.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
So I'm down. It's noisy, so I'll cut my cord.
No, that's okay. As long as you're looking after yourself, that's good. All right then. So let's get on with some of the pairs. And have they aired the Return to Paradise in the UK yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay. No worries. They've run the 6 episodes here, just so that you know. And actually, it's not too bad. Well, it's actually quite good. It's got the same formula, it's just different people and different sort of locations.
I did look for it. It's ABC, isn't it, or something? And so I did look, but I haven't found it.
No, there's six. It's six episodes. So anyway, they've just finished the last one tonight. So probably be another 12 months before we get more. Rightio. So beside the point, let's get on to some of the charts. Look at some of the pairs. We from a daily perspective, the AUD CAD came out of the rails, gave us a couple of triangles, gave us a short, pushed down, and is actually pushed back up. Now this is came down basically to the danger zone in the middle and then pushed away again. Darren would have his stop loss up here somewhere above this high. We'll just wait to see what happens. On the 4-hour, we've got a long bet. There's on the 4-hour, the shorts here, across here. So from that sort of perspective, so it depends on whether we get some sort of and you can see the the trend line from here too. It came back to it and then bounced off, came back to it, bounced off. And that's the yearly high up here. So the question is whether, because it is still in an uptrend overall, like from a daily perspective, but we'll see. There are these imbalances back down here that it's didn't want to take out there, or didn't want to go through, or didn't want to connect with, or whatever way you want to say it, and pulled away. Now, whether it breaks the short or not is really the question, and it'll probably come out of the rail, but then I suppose there's that sort of thought that we'll get a sell back out. We got, what's this? Unemployment rate came in, wasn't as high as thought. Inflation, we don't know. That's the 15th, so that'll be next couple of days. What have we got over here as well? Oh, unemployment rate again. Okay. And consumer confidence. Okay, so so this trend bar change, it's and without it changing, I'm in this for the sell anyway, and my stop loss is actually at that short there. All right, well, we'll just hang on to the bus and see what happens. AUD let's go into that one. That's dropped and gone sideways. Now it's still red on there. We do have a long, but then it's just sort of rolled over, so it's due for another short. We'll just say it really doesn't want to come up past this midline. Doesn't look like there's any sort of news in the Swiss franc at the moment. So it's still, well, it's got a bit sideways on the trend bar on the daily, but I think there's still a bit more to came down through those ones, but there are other imbalances further down on the 4 hour. Okay. ADJPY. It certainly has gone a little sideways for that whole week, basically it was. We've got a long on there. It's still a long overall. I think it will go further. We haven't got the, what's here? Balance and inflation. Now, that might, inflation's on the 18th. Okay. Well, that's the Tuesday, Wednesday sort of thing. Rightio. There is still plenty for it to push up. Okay, AUD NZD. That was the New Zealand rate cut. And then it's pulled back down, but it hasn't taken out all of that. So I personally think it's going to push further up. It's like a bit, anyway. It's broken that high. There's a bit more to go, I think. Well, anyway, just watch out for a potential short here, but it could change on the trend bar on the daily anyway. We'll just see. Welcome, Darren. It's
Right.
How are you?
Not bad, not bad.
Tom's got construction work, so there's a bit of noise, so he's muted out. And Alistair's at Edinburgh Airport, just jet setting all over the joint again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just gone through now. I was just thinking about you and the AUD CAD. It's done a bit of a pullback up. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yes.
your stop loss will be up here anyway. So we'll.
Yeah.
They tend to do.
Zero.
Right.
So AUD NZD I was at. Oh, come on. Yeah, we go. It's still, I think we've still got potential for it to push a bit further. We've done a pull back, a pull down again into it, but it really, after that rate cut in New Zealand and the push up here, it really hasn't come back to sort of take much of that at all. The same over here, same over here. There's just heaps of strength in relation to the New Zealand anyway. AUD Singapore, short on that, pull back up there on that as well. These are the sort of the pullbacks that they need to have on that, longer term daily type trade. And AUD USD would be a similar, yeah, it's done the same sort of thing here. But I think there's still more for it to push down. These are just the pullbacks that they need to have happen. Right, CAD CHF. Such a messy pair. Yeah. I think it's coming to a turn there. We got that short off there around the midline. Up here you can see. So there's the top of the rail and the bottom, and this thing just sort of dances around this middle. Forget it. All right, CAD-J, I'm in this for a buy. It's just been doing it. Broke structure there, and it broke the long, which was not it was not encouraging actually. And we've got a little bit of red on the trend bar now. There's no arrow, there's no triangle up here on the daily. So anyway, it'd be nice if it does a bit of a pushback. It doesn't even have to break that high. If it comes back up, we'll look at it. But anyway, if it doesn't and it comes back down again, that's the way life is, and it'll hit my stop loss. See, it came close. Then pushed. Anyway, this week it could take it out. We'll just see how we go. Right. CHF JPY. That's still pushing up. Very nice. At the moment I can't see it sort of changing too much. That's why I'm hopeful that the CAD-J will do. But the Swiss franc is pretty strong at the moment. So where is your AUD? Now, this has probably done a bit more. Yeah, it's done that pushback down again, even though we've got a long and in this for a buy. See where the rails are. Yeah, you would have got into that, Darren. That's right. This is the pullback. It has to do to bring you back to break even. So you doubt the decision. But anyway, I think this will come back up, even though we've got a bit of a red here. It may be short term. We'll just see. Just that the Aussie dollar is still pretty strong. So anyway, and that's got to do with the fact that there's no rate cut in the foreseeable future, probably not until next year. So against a lot of currencies, it's still going to be a place. Even though the interest rate, for example, I think it's still, I don't know if it's lower than what either New Zealand or it's certainly lower than what the US is. We just never went as deep or as steep, whichever way you want to look at it. All right, Euro CAD. Now that's where the CAD's definitely strengthened up here against. Oh, sorry, the Euro's strengthened against that CAD. You wouldn't have got, it's not out. So for me, this now is into a buy on this one. The only issue I've got is look on the 4 hour, it's ready to sort of do a bit of a pullback because it's been quite strong over the last week. Well, we'll see. What is this? No, sentiment. Oh, on the 17th. There's a potential rate decision to lower the interest rate. Oh, yeah.
Well, the forecast is 0.25% cut then.
Yeah. And 0.25% on the deposit facility rate. Okay, now that's going to potentially make things move around, but that's not until, what did I say? Not until the 17th. So what are we up for? Okay.
Yeah.
The Wednesday sort of thing. Is that Wednesday for you?
Thursday, that will
Thursday.
be 17th, yeah.
Okay. Well, we can't do much about it. This is what the news is. But we might do a pullback before it pushes. All right. Same thing here will happen then. We'll have Euro CHF. Okay. There's been a real roller coaster job, this one. Come off to that line. But definitely broken the, looks like it's into the sell. It never broke the here. It's this start of October. You know what? I think this will buy. Well, maybe. It's still just choppy at the moment. In actual fact, no, I think that it's set up for a sell for sure. Okay, and probably with that interest rate news, we might get that sell. Yeah, okay. Right. Euro GBP, one that doesn't the one that some people don't trade. Yeah, I think we've got a sell coming out of that as well. Euro JPY though. Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, and it looks like 4. Gosh. I'd like it to keep pushing up. That's the one you're stuck in at the moment, Darren, isn't it? Well, not stuck, but it's the only JPY that you're in there for the buy hasn't really reached the other side. It's just dancing around. Oh, well.
Hey, just to jump in here real quick, but if you go out on your daily to the weekly, you'll see that we just got engulfing candle.
Okay, I'll have a look at the weekly. Hang on a minute. That's last week though, yeah. No, the week before. That's just the
Right.
week. That's the week just gone.
Right.
So
But if you look, you got your long and you got your green change on the weekly time frame.
Yeah, right.
That's all I'm saying.
And you're
That makes
saying
sense?
that, yeah, and you're saying potentially this is a direction change week.
Well, yes and no, because I can see this as a pullback, but you see that white box you got there on the 4 hour in the middle.
Yeah.
It should come down to that. Tap, 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 and then take off again.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's where the weekly. Okay. Right, yeah, cool. And from the daily. Oh, just okay. So there'll be a bit of a pull back and then push back up again, which I think it depends on what you're going to do, Darren. Well, you'll stay in it. I suppose you have your stop loss up here now because it's along here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Where are the markets open, by the way? The time changed in the US now? Or?
I don't think
not yet.
so.
No, it's not, is it? No, it's
not yet. I don't think it's yet. When do you have any idea of when you come off daylight savings, Darren?
it's the last
the end of this month, is it?
End of this month, yeah.
Okay, right. Okay. And I would assume that US is probably around about the same time because we're on daylight saving now here, as you know. We had 25 degrees yesterday, Celsius.
Nice.
She's starting to warm up now.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, just like 1, 2, 3, 4, all this sort of see what happens when the market opens though. But I think what Tom's saying is a pullback and then push back up again. Whether you want to take that journey. All right, you're at NZD. That should also, so we've got a bit of a pullback on that one as well. Where's it on the daily? Come on, rails. Yeah. Let's pull back to the center. I think I'm in the buy for this like you probably are, Darren, I would say.
Yeah, I am.
On the 4 hour, it's done that pullback. It's at the middle, so whether we get a pushback up today, that'd be nice. But it doesn't look like it's not something that I look at getting into for a sell anyway. Euro Singapore still going down. Got the short there on the 4 hour. This has been shorted way up here, or even further, way up. And it just has been kept going down. All right, and Euro USD. I've been getting some profits out of this one. Look at it. Very nice short on that, pulling back down. I think it's got further to go as well. There's a bit down here, but whether it will get down to that point, I think the US dollar is still pumping away there. And just doing a pullback. You see the drop was significant, then a pullback, drop, pullback. The drops are getting less. and the pullbacks are getting slightly more, or are significant anyway. And here's a point which I think it is whether we'll get a turn or not. But it may push further. There's a lot more. It may even take this long out down here. We will see. GBPs and the AUD, it did do a pull up and then changed its direction. I don't know what you did. I don't think Darren got into this one. In the buy, but I might
Yeah,
be changing.
buy on this.
Sorry, what happened?
Yeah, I'm in the buy on this. Yeah,
you are.
yeah.
Okay. Well, the market opens, so I'll have a look, but I'm thinking about getting out and getting into the sell. But that's okay. That's where I'm at. All right. GBP and CAD. He's pushing up, isn't it? I'm going long on that candle on the end of the week. I didn't see that. Should have got him back here. Anyway, it's now going to do a pullback anyway, I'd say, from the 4-hour perspective. We'll see. If it doesn't pull back, then I'll look at getting into that to buy further. GBP CHF. That's still shorted out. More to go on that one. Okay. Not about any long term, but there's reason for it to go either way just at the moment. It's been a real choppy and quite significant moves over the last, what is this from? End of September. So for the last few weeks. All right. GJ.
I'm in the buy for this one.
The GBP CHF?
Yeah.
I think it will, but I don't think it's ready yet, Tom. It's I don't think it's quite ready. But well, it doesn't matter. I mean, are you actually in the buy or are you waiting for it to be
No, I'm
triggered?
in it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what's the news coming up though? Unemployment rate, inflation rate. I think it'll go down further. Oh, retail sold down. Okay. Now, I think it'll sell, unfortunately, Tom.
No, that's okay.
But, anyway, we'll may need to do a pullback at the overalls. Is there any idea, Darren, when they are talking about any rate decision? Do you know of or not? There's nothing in here.
No.
Okay. All right. No, that's all right.
We've got the inflation.
Yeah, which is
this week, so that might.
Yeah. I think that'll weaken it off, to be honest. Because I think it's the inflation rate. They're talking about it being lower even.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay. GJ. again, this is very similar to that Euro JPY. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like it's just bouncing off this here. Whether it breaks through, I have this sort of sneaky suspicion they're just trying anyway, but to push back up. Anyway, I'm still green on the daily at the moment, and it's getting closer and closer, just getting tighter with what's happening here. We'll just see. Again, look, if I'm in a trade, I'm still there at the moment, but I'm not taking anything for the first 12, 24 hours. Probably wait until just before London open or yeah, it will be when I get home this afternoon, evening. So I get home a bit later now because of the new bus run. I'm half an hour later than I have been previously, which will be fine. It's still just before London open. GBP NZD. Pullback. The New Zealand dollar is still pretty. We'll see. Pretty sure I'm gonna buy on this off the trend bar. Anyway, see how we go. Okay. GBP and Singapore as well. And that's been, yeah, selling too. I'm just going to stay in that one for the sell. And GBP USD. Now that's, yeah. See how it's like drop, pull, drop. Now it's sort of like playing. It's not having as much momentum. It's broken that long. Hasn't broken the low though, which I think it will do. I mean, it's got further to go here. You're still in this, Darren? I would say.
Yes, I'm still in it for the sell, yeah.
GU for the sell. It's just getting a little bit less angled now. It's quite significant, those drops. I think it'll break the low and then, I don't know. We've got more to go even. Just running out of a bit of steam at the moment. What's the US stuff? CPM, well, that is. Retail sales there. Building permits, no. I think it matters so much. All right. Okay. Well, there's a fair bit of news here over this week, which may change the direction or continue it down, which I think that's potentially what it'll do. All right, NZDs. Where are we? NCAD was that chain. Yeah, pull back up at the end of the week. Broke the long, made another long, push back up. I don't know. I can't see this. A lot of these sort of changed direction last week. I think it'll come back into the sell, but they're both pretty weak, these currencies. We may not get a lot of movement in there. There's definitely some more sell left in it. Okay. NZD CHF. Oh. Oh, that's broken the trend. Oh. That's a bit. Right. right. I'm looking for this to sell. Anyway, we'll see. It has broken trend here, so if it pulls back and doesn't break down the other side, it might just go into the buy for a bit. All right, but I'm still looking for this to sell. On the short on that. NZDJPY. Look at this. So much sideways movement on it. You could even do this off here if you want. Rather than the points, get the body of the candles. And we'll see what happens. It has a number of times gone down through this imbalance that's been here. Depends on whether we get a break up here. We'll just see what happens at the market open anyway. I think it's probably ready to sell, but JPY is interesting at the moment. There's a lot of holding happening. Right, NZD USD, it pulled up a little bit as well. I think that's all it had to do. I think we continue to sell, but we'll maybe we'll just do that pull up at the start of the week. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll get that change back down again. Singapore Japanese yen still going up. Yep. Lovely. Daily saying it's needs to turn, but prices again, you see how it's sort of like it is making slightly higher highs, but ever so slight. So it's a bit ominous whether it's going to drop and sell or whether we get a push up properly out of that zone or range anyway. USD CAD. Oh, that pushed up further and gave. That's quite a significant push that was. On the 2nd October half. Still hasn't taken that short. It's got a little bit further to go. You forfeited those 3 pips, Darren. And look how much further it went.
Yeah.
You weren't to know. That's good. Grab it and bank it. We're just waiting for the sellout now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, USD CHF. Well, that certainly doesn't have as much momentum as it did last week. Yeah, I still think we're going to get potentially a bit more buy. It is in a sell overall, but look at the strength of that. It came out of that and broke up. Lovely. I didn't think it would. I thought it was going to sell down further, but just the US dollar. USD JPY pushed up a bit further. It's good. Finished slightly lower at the end of the week. I think it'll push up further again too. And USD and Singapore. Oh. We'll just see what happens when the market opens. But at the moment, going to decide what to do. I think it'll buy further. I mean, that US is still quite strong on it. I don't think there's any rate decision yet. I think they're waiting till November, I think, US, before they change any lower rates further or not. And wasn't it last week where their inflation rate went up slightly, wasn't going down as much?
Yeah.
So, and that gold is, pushed back up a bit. So we've got the US dollar weakening, strengthening, and the gold weakening, and then all of a sudden we have that pullback, which it's, a lot of strength in that gold. Oh, Bitcoin's back up at 62. Oh, look at it on the weekend. He's pumping stuff in. And US oil. It's just dancing around now, isn't it? It's 75. Nearly 76. Oh, yeah. And cocoa's come back up again too. Oh, there it is. It's there's at the end of the week there was a bit of movement in the in opposite direction to the overall trend. We'll see whether that peters out at the start of this week and it continues in the way that we have these trades till they get to an uncomfortable price. We'll see. All right. Well, that's sort of your lot for today. It's not as exciting, this sort of session, because there's no market. Not that not that the market moves crazy when it opens anyway, but I'm going to wait to see what happens at the start of the week. I think the US dollar is still pretty strong, even though it had quite a big surge last week. It's still got a bit there. And the Canadians sort of grabbing some bit of strength, even though the AUD is so. Anyway, we'll see a turn. That's what I think. Any other sort of big news we need to notice for the week? No?
It's a holiday in the US tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
Monday. So,
oh, that's not going to.
Trading view.
That's going to be a bit slow. Where's that come up in the news, Darren, on Trading View?
Where have I seen that? I've just seen it somewhere. Where have we just seen it?
Oh, maybe if you go to a US pair.
It's Columbus Day.
Columbus Day, right.
Yeah, that's why we have Fleet Week this weekend in the Bay.
Okay, whatever that means.
That means the Blue Angels are flying around. They have the aircraft carriers and the destroyers coming into San Francisco Bay.
Uh-huh.
So they put on a big show for a week, and then they refuel, they refood, they do all their stuff, and then they take off again. They go to the next wherever.
This is where Columbus landed in.
No, it's just how it's just the military just happens to be in our port on that weekend. So they put on a show. It's just like a routine thing. They come in, they refuel, they do all their stuff on this weekend. Maintenance, whatever they got to do.
The weekend that you're in now.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
And then
they have your tomorrow is a holiday, a bank holiday, is it?
Yeah. It's a federal holiday.
A federal holiday for the whole.
Yeah. So when Fleet Week comes in, they bring the ships in, and they put on a big show with the airplanes called the Blue Angels.
Okay.
It's an air show, and then Tuesday everybody closes up and takes off again.
Right. And there'll be this sort of, I suppose I'll take advantage for this craziness of the election on this sort of day.
Oh, it's gonna be ridiculous. I'm trying to stay offline today and tomorrow.
Mm.
We'll see how I
But
do.
you will not be able to help yourself, Tom. I know that.
I doubt I will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. It just draws you back in.
I mean,
Right.
imagine an opinionated American. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Loud, proud, and
Doesn't
ignorant.
matter.
Woo!
Doesn't matter what nation, you can have opinionated people, can't you, Darren?
And indeed, yeah.
Yeah. All right then. Until tomorrow, everyone. All right. Take it easy and keep the shiny side up, will you?
Take care.
All right. No worries.